Welcome, everyone, to the College Football Playoff. The entire regular season has built up to this. 12 teams still in the running with championship dreams alive as we begin this first-round game in an on-campus setting. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this College Football Playoff gets underway. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. And here comes the offense out for their first possession of the game. We'll see if this quarterback can get off to a great start, Kirk. So much for this offense and this whole team really orbits around him.
Yes, sir. The de facto Mr. Center of the universe. It's his world when he's out there, and it's up to him to create and orchestrate the details on the field. His team, his way. Can't wait to see what he does today. Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
To throw, it's Joseph. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up fourth down. Punt team ready to boot it away. Fair catch made at the 35. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kurt, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
From the shotgun, handoff inside. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 43. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. He's going for a big play downfield. And the pass is too high, out of bounds, and not complete.
Well, it's an incompletion here. But I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
So now it's third and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough fourth down decision? Bringing pressure. Escapes the pocket. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down. They bring the punter onto the field now. See if he can make something happen with the return. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? He'll hand it off. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a second down and 7. Offense operating at high tempo now. No huddle. From the shotgun now. Here's a handoff inside. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards of pop like that.
First down, they'll keep the drive going to the 37.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Stop right near midfield. It'll be a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Oh, and he doesn't hang on. Looks like it was deflected before it got to him. That'll bring up second down. Dropping back, it's Joseph. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. Offense sets the formation. It's third down. It's a short completion to the big tight end. And they pick up the first out of the 23, getting closer to the red zone.
Well, this is called settling down in his zone defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
This is becoming a long drive. Here's play number 9. Looking to pass here on second down. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. He is a load to bring down. Finally, a strong tackle by the cornerback gets him. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. And they pick up the first on the ground. Got powerful running into the secondary. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get the touchdown.
PAT makes it 7-0. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Return starts from inside the 5. And the returner is brought down. Offense back out there trying to get something going. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball to 31. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Tight end goes in motion. On the handout, they'll test the right side here. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 37. Third down play for this offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Makes a quick catch. And the game just good enough for a first down. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
Good job here by this offense coming up with this first down on that third down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game.
What a move, goes right through the nobody can bring him down. Finally brought down to the 13-yard line. An enormous gain puts him in great scoring position. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. They got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense To be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
See if the offense can overcome that sack. 2nd and long. Trying to extend the play. He's got some room. Can he get there? Well, Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
And he knocks through the PAT. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the 2nd quarter. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. The clock has stopped. We've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Hit as he released it. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Finds room at the 30. And he's brought down, but that strong, stiff arm helped him to a first down. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
And is intercepted. Look out, he's got some space. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Defense is coming after him. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
You know, a lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it, and they get the sack.
That sack sets up a 2nd down and very long. Looking right, this one caught. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw and put it on target.
We come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And here comes a deep shot. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. So on 4th down now, out comes the field goal unit. They will trust the kicker here from 55 yards out. Let's see if he can get it there. What a kick. It's good from 55.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50-plus.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. They'll return it from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Offense on the field to take over. Backed up this close to the end zone in the final minute. Let's see if they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the second half. So here we go. The first play of the drive. Less than a minute to play before halftime. Off the play fake on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Not just the pick, but a big return sets up the offense in good position.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this is...
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here.
That is great job here by this offense. A big opportunity provided to them by their own defense after that turnover. And why wait? They get aggressive, make the throw, and it pays off for a touchdown.
After the extra point, the lead is now 17-7. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And here's the return from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And out comes the offense set to take over here. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? Looking to throw it on first down. There's contact on the throw. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Receiver makes the catch. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, that's exactly what you need to do as a receiver in these kind of situations near the end of the half. Get some positive yards, but also stopping the clock is just as important.
First down here for this offense. Dropping back, it's Joseph. Quick throw, misses his mark there, incomplete. Second down after the incompletion. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Finds his target, and it's complete. Tackle, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And he'll set up to throw. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. Going to have to make some adjustments there and maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
And now another deep ball here. That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his second interception in this game so far. Obviously reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Empty backfield. Offense spreading the field with 5 wide. The kickoff team out there now to get this second half underway. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Offense trots out onto the field, hoping to start a drive here. Trying to build on a positive first half for this offense to see if they can stretch the lead. There's some urgency on the part of the defense to stop the bleeding here. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Finds an open target on the left side. Well executed. He finds space and gets the first down yardage. A new set of downs after that completion. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
This is good pressure by the defense, but it just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
This offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. Handoff here from the shotgun. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And the tackle is made. The defense was ready for that screen. They stop him short of the first down. And here comes the punter onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the 2nd time. And he boots it high into the air. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Here comes the offense, hoping to get a drive going. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Play action here on first down. Moves to his left now, escaping the pocket. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Back's got it again. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker. Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Can he get there on the ground? He's tackled inside the 35 and picks up a first down.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down. You trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
It's a strong run, keeps the drive going. First down now. The quarterback's got it on the option. Got the first down, now looking for more. They bring him down, but a simple quarterback keeper for a solid gain and a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Running back has it on a screen now. Brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line. The offense threatening here.
Now the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screenplay. Nice positive gain for the offense.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. They'll try the right side on the toss. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
So here on fourth down, out comes the field goal team. And it's good right down the middle.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And the kickoff will be returned. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. Offense comes out to start this drive. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in their last possession. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin from their own 11. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the third quarter of play. All right, here comes the fourth quarter. Everything to play for here. Who is going to stay alive, survive, and advance in the college football playoff? So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Hand off to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29. Offense right to the line. Playing with tempo now.
Well, nothing like getting positive yards here, playing with the lead late in the game and then staying in bounds to boot. It's exactly what you want to see as an offensive coordinator.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. He's found some room at the 45. Breaks clear. End zone ahead.
What a long run for a touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the fourth quarter. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here comes the offense looking to start the drive. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right.
Hey, it's a nice way to start this drive off, but they've got a long way to go to be able to get this ball in the end zone. Then they got to get the ball back and score again. So positive yards, but doing it quickly is key.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. That's a design quarterback keeper. Tackle up near midfield at the 48. No huddle here for the offense. Back to throw. It's Joseph. Quick throw to his receiver. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
On third and short, the offense coordinator has his entire playbook open. You could run it or you could throw it. Either one's available. They chose to go through the air here and just not able to hit it.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Trying for a fourth down completion. It's caught on the left side for a huge gain. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
Tackle at the 8 after the completion. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Looking to throw it again. Makes the catch. Can he get in?
What a score by this offense. And the greatest thing, Chris, is they still left themselves with a little bit of time. And now you're thinking onside kick if they can recover it. You never know.
PHC up and good. They trail by a touchdown, 24-17. Now they get set to kick it away. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the offense trots back out on the field again. The defense has all 3 timeouts remaining, so maybe they'll have to run a couple plays here. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? The offense with some pre-snap motion. Handoff as they try to work the clock here. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, these are the kind of plays you have to make to be able to win the game in the second half. This back had a great first half and has gotten plenty of touches, so you've got to make sure this half is different than how things have gone so far.
And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. The gain is 8 yards, so it sets up a 3rd and 2. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. So the offense faces a 3rd and manageable here from the 25-yard line. Can he make it to the marker? And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Yeah, I like this call here late in a game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
They'll run it from the gun, and he will be stuffed for no gain. And the defense calls time here with 23 seconds left. So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration.
This has been a great game and a great opportunity for this offense to show what they've been all about all year. They win today, and they advance to the next round.
In these playoff games, it's win or go home. So one side can continue to dream about the national championship. The other side suddenly, Kirk, their season is over, but it's been a good ride.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing. You know, it's easy to focus on the team that advances, and they should be happy, obviously.